Hello Chocks and Chockettes, and in between, Roberto here for another video review, this time we have the Galaxy Smooth Orange Vegan Bar. Yes, gluten free as well. Yeah, there we go. But may contain milk. May contain milk. So yeah, as I always say, it says this recipe is vegan but is made in a factory which uses milk. So yeah. I mean, it's like, the way I look at this is, and it might not be quite the same, but if it was a vegetarian bar and it said may contain meat on it, would that be acceptable? And I'm not sure it would really. Obviously, any vegans out there, let me know what you think about that. I mean, maybe it's just plain on the fact that, you know, vegans have had to put up with the fact that most things may contain stuff, you know, dairy products or other things that they're just not, well, presumably dairy products for the most part really. They're not really, yeah, it doesn't really fit in with their lifestyle and their food. Yeah, you know, so I don't know what to make of it. I mean, I don't know, unless it's just a catch-all, you know, it's like saying, I don't know, it's just anything could contain milk potentially, I don't know, but it's labelled as vegan. You would assume that it would only be able to do that if it was realistically vegan, but I don't know. Not too sure about that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just find it very hypocritical that something's labelled as vegan and it might contain milk. At least they do say it in big letters, but it does seem a bit strange to me. So here we go, here's the blurb on the back. It says, choose pleasure, it says, deliciously vegan. I'll have to put it off to one side so I can read it. But indulge with the delicious combination of rich cocoa and orange oil, blended with a smooth and creamy hazelnut paste. Enjoy moments of vegan pleasure from Galaxy. Yes, hazelnut paste does seem to appear in a lot of chocolate, I've noticed. Vegan and not, you know, it's just in the Milka bar I just reviewed. Just check. Yeah, hazelnut paste, yeah. That wasn't a vegan one. This is our packaging. So we created this product with the environment in mind. The outer card sleeve and foil are widely recyclable. Yeah, so it seems odd, but why don't they do that in all their packaging? Why only the vegan stuff? You know, and it just, you know what I mean? It seems like, you know, it's, you know, if you're gonna, you can't, I don't know. What do you make of that as well, everyone? Let me know in the comments. I mean, you know, clearly, obviously this is targeted at vegan people who, I can only assume, more inclined to be environmentally friendly from the fact that they're doing that. But the non-vegan bars, they're not wrapping them in recycled packaging. It's still the regular, you know, I don't know what it is, plastic or whatever, you know. So, you know, is that missing the point? Is that, you know, is that right? I mean, if I was a vegan, I feel almost like it's just ticking boxes, you know. I say they've not really made the effort to make this vegan. They're still doing it in a plant that contains milk. And they're not really trying to be environmentally friendly because they've only just done it for these vegan products. So, you know, I don't know. Is that missing the point? Am I just totally off kilter here, or is that completely wrong? I mean, let me know what you think anyway. But yeah. All right, so we've got other stuff going on here. So what does it say? Couverture chocolate made with hazelnut paste and orange oil. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's got a chocolate contains cocoa size 35% minimum. May contain milk and nuts. It says products made to a vegan recipe, but it's manufactured in a facility that uses milk. It is not suitable for people with a milk allergy. Well, look at that there. It's not suitable for people with a milk allergy. Suitable for vegetarians, what it goes without saying. Suitable for vegans. Store in a cool, dry place. 100 grams bar. Yeah. So, yeah. And then what have we got there? Portion per pack 3.5. Portion size 29 grams. 100 grams, 599 calories, so very high in calories, very much more than the 500 to 550 scale that most chocolate bars have. 42.2 grams of fat, 20.9 of which are saturates, and per 29 grams, about a third of the bar. 175 calories, 12.2 grams of fat, 6.1 of which are saturates. Yes, I must say, I mean, the fact that there it literally says it's not suitable for people who can have a milk allergy, to me, is massive alarm bells there for the fact that it literally does. If it's not suitable for people, well, clearly, the gist of it is it possibly is fine, but they can't guarantee it, so they have to say it is not suitable. But for me, that's to set that they should also then be saying it's not suitable for vegans, because if it's not suitable, if they can't guarantee that it's suitable for people with a milk allergy, then they can't guarantee it's suitable for vegans, can they? Surely. You know, as I say, let me know what you think about that. But to me, that's quite conclusive. You know, if you look at it logically, if the reason they can't guarantee it's suitable for people with milk allergy because they can't guarantee it doesn't contain milk, then clearly they can't say it's suitable for vegans either. You know, surely. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think anyway. But logically, that sounds about right to me. All right, well, there is much more to say. It looks quite nice. It's got the nice packaging and things. I mean, I must say, it's a bit, token packaging, I think you'd possibly say. They only do it for the vegan products, this environmental packaging. I say vegan with an asterisk, as we've spoke of. Yeah, all right, well, I think we should give it an open, so let's do it. Let's give it an open. Okay, I'm also going to give this Galaxy Smooth Orange vegan bar, vegan with an asterisk, as it may contain milk, as it says at the top, and open. So yeah, so I've got this white plate on. The reason I had that separate was because, well, that's about the colour there. But you see, the camera unfortunately tries to compensate a bit too much for the white plate. I might have to get a dark plate, I think, but there we go. Anyway, can't, anyway, yeah, so there we go. Can't do too much about it, unfortunately. So yes, so it's got like a nice sort of flap thing here. How best to open it? I think you might have to. Don't know. Okay, so we do. So I think it's there. We go. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, it's not worked too well. It's flap-o-matic. I mean, I think it's meant to perforate down here. And it looks like you've got like a resealable affair. You can still reseal it there, so you can put it back into there. Yeah, so that's an interesting one there. Okay. All right. Yes. It's a nice foil wrapping here. Looks quite nice. You see the nice wavy pattern underneath. It's not a foil that you can really rub the pattern into from the bar underneath. You can kind of see it underneath there, though, can't you? Yeah, it's all right. So quite a sort of, not really any flourishes here. You can see it sort of fits reasonably well into the box, and the box is straight at the sides, so it does look slightly bigger than it otherwise would be if it was flat at the sides, but it slopes down, of course. Let's give it a bit of an open. If we can. Okay, there we go. Right, try to be careful. Try not to rip the packaging, we'll just have. Bit of an orange smell coming from it, not too bad. It looks quite a milky chocolate, doesn't it? I think you'd say. Definitely at first glance. Looks pretty milky. Yeah, it smells alright. It smells alright. Okay. Give it the old measure room here. A bit difficult to measure the width and stuff first, I think. About 8.8 centimeters. And then the height's not, as I say, it's a bit, it's got a bit of a wave in it, which is, so I'll just do it to the side, about 5 millimeters there. Yeah, and then with the wave, let's do it on this bit here, about 6 millimeters there. So we get about a millimeter. Yeah, and then we'll to measure, I think, with the old measuring stick. I don't think we could do it with the regular shenanigans. It's just a bit too wide, a bit too long. So we might lose a bit of accuracy here, but we'll, about 18.5 centimeters there, so it's not too bad. Let's measure the bottom of this packaging here, about 19 centimeters. So you can clearly do this about half a millimeter, half a centimeter rather. At the top it's about 18.7. So yeah, so because it's not straight at the side, it does make a difference, even though you wouldn't think it. It's not flat at the side. So yeah, yeah, interesting one there. Okay. Right. What else? Yes. Okay. So yeah, let's have a look at it then. I think it looks very nice, doesn't it? We've got a couple of broken bars here, broken segments. Got the G on it for Galaxy, which is very nice. I think they look pretty good. Quite a matte look to them. There's no sort of gloss to it really. I think Galaxy normally has a bit of a glossy look to it, but it's definitely more matte than normal, I think you'd say. But it looks quite nice, quite small, quite thin. Well, quite flat, I think you'd say. It's not a big blocky bar like the regular Galaxies are, but I like the little swirl, the wave on it. That's quite nice. I'd say a bit of an orange smell coming from it. Not a massively strong orange smell, but definitely an orange smell coming from it. So what did it say? Did it say I have orange oil in it or something? Did it say? Orange oil, there you go. Hazelnut paste and orange oil. Couverture chocolate, yeah. So there we go. Right, okay, so I think we should give it a taste. Yeah, it looks nice enough. Does it taste nice? Let's find out. Let's give it a taste. Okay, everyone, let's give this Galaxy Smooth Orange vegan bar with an asterisk a taste. Make it milk. Make of that what you will. We spoke about it earlier on. Yeah, all right, give it a taste. We've got a few segments that we prepared earlier. So quite big segments these, I think you'd say. All right. So it's just orange oil in. There's no orange pieces or anything like that. At least that's not from the description or anything like that. So who knows what will actually be in it. But yeah, who knows whether there's milk in it? We don't know. Shouldn't really make light of that. But yeah, it's a bit of a dodgy issue there, which I'd say leave a comment and let me know what you think about that. Especially if you're vegan, of course. But yeah, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Got a sort of orange taste to it. Interesting orange taste actually. It tastes a bit more like it's had cordial put in it, I would say. It's definitely a distinct orange flavouring. It's not like a normal orange flavour that you get in like Terry's chocolate orange or something like that. So it doesn't taste that way. It could be maybe because it's been covered with the chocolate. I'm not sure. It definitely tastes more like an orange that I'll be tasting through like a little cardboard carton with a straw, you know. Yeah, which is not the high quality orange taste I would be expecting with this, I have to say. Not unpleasant, of course. It's still nice, but it doesn't taste very expensive. It tastes a bit cheap. The chocolate's okay. It's not overly melty. It's got a consistency more of dark chocolate. A sort of lower end dark, well, you know, lower cocoa solid or whatever dark chocolate. So it's not that melty, but not too much, not too dry. It's alright actually. The chocolate's not too bad. It's you know, I mean, it isn't as nice as the regular Galaxy. It's not as Galaxy looks quite creamy, but done in a great way. I think it's one of the creamy chocolates that does work. And of course, for obvious reasons, this isn't really like that. Can't taste anything hazelnutty about it, even though it says hazelnut paste is in it. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. You know, hard one to rate because, of course, it's not as nice as just an average milk chocolate bar. It just isn't, unfortunately. It's certainly not as nice as anything like Terry's chocolate orange or anything like that. I don't think unless you have a real, you know, nuanced taste to chocolate, I don't think you'd ever really like this over a milk chocolate one. So I think it definitely is really just for vegan people, and I think it does a good job actually of simulating, you know, is that too strong a word? A sort of milk chocolate taste. Well, I'll take that back. It doesn't really do a great job of simulating. It gives you something that's not a million miles away from it, but it isn't really, you know, it's the fact that it's not milk chocolate. You know, it's pretty good. They've done a good job of it. It doesn't really simulate the taste that well. As I say, it's a bit more like a sort of very sort of weak, dark chocolate consistency. I think for some reason it could be the chocolate it's linked with, or it could be the orange flavour in itself. But it tastes a bit very sort of like cheap cordially, kids cordially type orange taste, which I'm not that big on really. I think they could have definitely done it better. I'm sure they could have done better. I don't think it's the chocolate. I think it's just the flavouring they've used. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, as I say, if you can't have regular dairy, you know, milk chocolate, I think this is not a bad effort actually. I don't think it comes particularly close. You know, really. But it's not a million miles away either. You know what I mean? It's I'd say it's more like a sort of very sweet, you know, not quite so strong dark chocolate in its consistency. Yeah, it does slightly beg the question as to why not just have dark chocolate. I mean, it's not quite as dark as that. It's not quite as rich as a dark chocolate. It doesn't have that richness, so it's not the same. But the consistency is there, so it isn't quite the same really. I'll say I might be doing a bit of a disservice. I mean, it's as close to a milk chocolate as I've tasted that isn't milk chocolate, if you know what I mean. I must say I've not had a million things, but it's not, you know, it's recognisable as milk chocolate, I think you'd say, but I don't think it's that close to it. But I say if you've got no other options or whatever, it's a nice one to have, and I think it offers something a bit different than dark chocolate as well. But I think the missed opportunity here is the orange, you know, flavouring. There's no, you know, they could have had pieces in there maybe, or a better flavour or something. I don't know. Just I don't know. I'm quite sure the flavouring used in Terry's chocolate orange and things like this would be vegan compatible. I say I don't know if it's the mix between that and milk chocolate that gives it a more of a nicer taste. But for this one, I say it just tastes a bit like a sort of very, you know, cheap sort of children's cordial flavour added to it, really. So, you know, which isn't great, especially when it's tried to be sort of a very, you know, upmarket product and has an upmarket price really to boot as well. So yeah, so for me, I don't know. I'd want to rate, of course, because it's definitely below average as far as milk chocolate's concerned. I mean, it isn't milk chocolate, of course, but as far as just generally chocolate taste, so it's a 2 out of 5 as far as that's concerned. But I think the fact it's a vegan bar and things, I'm going to give it a bump it up a star to 3.5 out of 5. I think that's only fair, but it definitely is an average taste. I don't even as a, you know, I don't think it's fair to bump it up and say any higher because it's a vegan bar. You know, because I think that's just, you know, vegan people still have still want things that taste nice. You know what I mean? It's not. It should be expect. Well, unfortunately, you probably do have to accept second best in some instances, and possibly chocolate's one of them. Yeah, but you know, it's a good attempt, and it's not terrible. It's just an average taste as far as I think an attempt at a sort of faux milk chocolate's concerned. But I would say it's a below average normally. So if you so take it out as you will. If you know, as I say, if you want the real mark, I think you'd say it's a 2 out of 5. But I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 just for the fact that it is a vegan bar and this, that and the other. But as I say, the fact that it may contain milk and all this, that and the other and isn't suitable for people with a milk intolerance or lactose intolerance, whatever it was, a milk allergy, really tells me that it's not suitable for vegans. But as I say, let me know what you think about that. But for me, that's what that says. So, you know, in which case I'm tempted to just say it's a 2 out of 5 because, you know, it's not suitable for vegans either. I might just do that, really, you know, because I mean, yeah, you know what? I will do that because, as I say, in my, well, no, it's difficult. In my mind, it's not suitable for vegans, which means I can't give it a 3 out of 5. It has to be a 2 out of 5. But you know, I'm not a vegan. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Is it for me? I'm not sure on whether that really. You know, maybe every vegan product on the planet says may contain milk. That might be the case. I doubt it, but that might be the case. So it might be of something that happens in almost all instances because it's just impossible for companies generally to say that it might not contain milk. But I still think that's wrong. I think that's something that, if that is the case, it's just people have just been told to accept, you know, because they can't have a different factory, but they could have a different factory. Might not be financially viable or whatever at the moment, but they technically could still do it, and it's, you know, yeah. Anyway, different story that, a bit of a different rant, I won't go on it too much. But yeah, I'll still go 3 out of 5. I've probably already given it the rating in the past. But as I say, yeah, I think, you know, yeah, maybe when I come back and I look back and look at this in a year's time, whatever, I might know a bit more and say, yeah, it was a 2 out of 5. But as I say, I've given you the information anyway, so make of it what you will. But let me know in the comments either way, if you're vegan or even if you're not, what your thoughts of this are. It's an interesting topic, really, and yeah. As I say, I know I'm not that keen on the idea of a vegan bar that may contain milk and isn't suitable for people with a milk allergy. To me, that just tells me that it's not a vegan bar. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, check out the YouTube member program, links in the description. Great way to support the channel and you get something back depending on the tier you pick. Check out Discord server as well, also the link for that is in the description. Great way to keep in touch with me and the community. Leave a comment or free, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. All those things help the channel out immensely. And I always do reply, say if you leave a comment. It's great to hear from you, it truly is, and yeah. Hopefully I'll see you there. Take care everyone, see you soon, bye for now. See ya, bye.